Okay, we are here at the first stop of the day, thrifting, and we're a little late because we got stuck behind a fender bender. Everybody looked like they were okay, but made traffic stop for a long time.
Today we are on a mission to look for antiques. Like, can you find actual old stuff thrifting? So we'll see what we can find.
As always, we're gonna start this adventure in the yard at the Deseret Industries. Because even though we're looking for antiques today, I'm not gonna pass up a good deal on something else. This set is interesting. What's that, Arners? They do a lot of pottery. Kind of like the green on there. I don't see how much it is though. I don't see a price on any of it. But it's got the pitcher and the wash basin. So these are both older and they've been used a lot. Like this has been used so much that the little grooves in here for sharpening the knife have been worn smooth. They've got brass and then antler handles mixed in here. They're $4 each. I'm gonna grab them and see what Jamie thinks. I don't know how old, but they might qualify as antique. Is this a hay hook? For $4? Maybe an ice hook?
It does have one little broken piece on the flower, but that's not too bad. So I just found this on the cart. It's really pretty. And it's from Japan. So not antique, but definitely vintage. And it's only $2 in really good condition. This is a really fun beer tray. It looks like the beer is kind of dirty. It just needs to be cleaned up for $2. And I think it needs better attached, but it's cute. This is a really cool pot. $1.50. Needs a new paint job. Looks like it probably is terracotta. This is a wine bottle holder for $2, but this is a really great display for rolling pins. The perfect size, and I like the green metal.
Giant decorative key for $2. I feel like it needs a gold paint job. This is kind of big and cool. $3? I can't leave it here for $3. Look how big that is. Let's look at it compared to the cart. Uh-oh, Jamie's cart is looking slim pickings over here.
Well, I'll let you dig through the clocks.
You'll let me dig through the clocks? You know I love it.
Like that one's kind of cute, and that one in the back.
What about this shelf sitter it's all scuffed and
Yeah,
that's plastic.
I don't like that.
If it was glass, maybe.
This looks like something you'd buy.
It is totally something I'd buy for $3. Yeah.
That one's
the
cute.
mechanism in there is worth $3.
Oh,
I'll put it in your car. You spied it first.
These are cute for Christmas trees.
Oh, nice. How much is that one?
$3.
Perfect.
So all these jars are 25 cents. And while these aren't like anything crazy cool, I do like that they have the flower frogs on top. We actually sell these by themselves, I think for like $4. So I'm going to grab these two since they're only 25 cents. And people can use them for like Christmas or spring. So not something that I would sell online because it's too big, would be way expensive to ship. But how cute is this? Definitely could sell it in the shop and have like a Christmas wreath or stockings hanging from it. $8. This is a great laundry basket. I like the lid on it, that it's got like a little lip. Definitely will be good for the shop. So this is $5. It's oak. Definitely handmade, and I actually don't even hate the color that it is. It could be lightened up a little bit, but I think we'll probably just sell it as is. Just make sure to glue that and clamp that together really well.
I don't see a price on this, but this is an old, at least vintage cake decorator, and it's got all the tips up inside there for loaded up with frosting, and then use that to decorate the cake. It's crockery. It almost looks like it's made out of clay or like fired terracotta. I like the little teapot. It's like $1.50, I think. $2. Vintage brass frame 8x10 for $1.50. Cute couple in there. It's a really neat finial here. Over in the collectibles, it's got a couple little chips, looks like. $2.
Zeb's showing me this vintage cake decorator that I missed out on. I wouldn't have even thought about that. And I did see that teapot, but it had the wrong lid on it. But of course, Zeb found the right lid. But I found this rooster, and Zeb didn't find the rooster. And he passed on a lot of stuff in the yard. So that's why.
Passed on some things because of price.
Well, $12 for that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's why we both thrift, because in the end, we both win. not buying this, but this is probably the creepiest rabbit I've seen in a while. Like the giant eye with the winking eye. This rabbit is special and staying here. What is this, like a stamp dispenser? It's got like a hole here. It's from Japan. I'm gonna buy it and see what it is. This is cute for $3. Solid brass, vintage, probably had floral arrangement in it. Forged handles.
I'm gonna guess this is like 4x6, little brass frame for $1. These, I believe, are for hurricane lamps, some sort of sconce. But for $1.50 each, we like to use them as cloches. Let's go see if we can find some fun plates. Jami informed me that she's been through here and they don't have any plates that are appropriate for the coolness of these little cloches. We have a lot at the shop too, so we could probably pair it with something we already have if we don't find anything.
So we got $66. Lots of big stuff. Something that's not really sure what it is.
My mystery hook. I think it's for pulling covers off of manholes. That's what this is for.
So we'll find a use for it in the shop, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right, pulling up on the Goodwill. We'll see if we can find some antiques for reselling for profit. We are in West Jordan, Utah. This particular Goodwill was really high the last time we went in, but it's always worth stopping in because Deseret Industries is right across the street. So if we don't find anything, it's not really wasted.
Well, and the one time you don't go in is the one time you're gonna miss that treasure, right?
Yeah, you ain't gonna find what you ain't seeing. The best part about this route is we always get tacos. All right, so I squatted down because I thought I saw this and it was really cool, but it's not $6 cool. So it's going back because I can get that across the street for like $2. All right, so it looks like they've got some cute stuff in here. I just picked up this. It's marked at $4. That's about twice as much as I'd pay across the street. This is $2.99. It looks to be in good condition. I'm gonna pull up the price tag and see what the brand is. All right, so it's unmarked, so I'm just gonna leave it here. If I really love the design, I'd buy it marked or not, but I'm on the fence about the design and I don't know the maker.
All right, let's go dig for some treasures in here. Gotta check the tops. I'm gonna leave this here and see if Jami grabs this kid. $5.99. I'm spying a vase. Is that wood? It's very light. No, it's plaster or resin or something. I think resin. We're gonna lean resin. Where's the price? No price. Oh, there it is, $5.99. But we have a watering can over here. Black enamel watering can for $3.99. Imagine that. They still have these a week later for $6 each. Candles look like snowballs. Hopefully that vacuum over there, they're doing some construction in here, isn't too crazy loud. But look at that, $7.99. Oh, they're killing me. $5.99. $5.99. I'm sure there's some of you guys that make candles out there that know how to get this snowball effect. This is really cool.
These are cute from Occupied Japan, but they've got chips in them. So I'm gonna pass on those. Let's see what else we've got here. This looks to be like a hand-painted plate. $99. But I don't know who the maker is on it. So it looks like the brand is Mercer China. Here's the matching piece. This one is $5.99. It's a lot bigger. It would be great for an arrangement, and it's got really good crazing. I actually like it better than the gravy boat. So I'm gonna pop for $5.99 on this. That's kind of cool. This is similar to the tin that Zeb found the other day. I remember my mom having some of these, and it's only $3.99. That's cute. So I found this for $5.99, and I looked up the maker, and this particular maker has clocks itself for over $100 new. So I'm gonna grab it.
Eyeball some of these quilts. $8 for that one. This one's fun. Looks like it's hand sewn on a machine. I guess that's not hand sewn on a machine, huh? Homemade, we'll say that. $5.99 on that. It's smaller. I don't even think it's crib size. It's a candy corn Afghan, but it's really balled up. And at $9.99, I don't think I'm going to take the time to sweat or shave that. I'm tempted to get this one. This is a pieced corduroy quilt. It's got a couple little places where it's starting to come a little loose. They want $12.99 for it. I think it's full size. I don't think it's quite a queen, but pretty fun design on that corduroy. Let's take a look at the back. It's just plain tan, creamish color. Kind of liking this little dish here. I'm not sure. It looks like it had a price on it, but I don't know what that price was. Someone ripped it off. I'll take it up front. It looks like this top is crystal. I don't know about the base. I don't know if they were originally together or not. It looks like they might have made a thrift store marriage before I even got here. I was about to leave this aisle and I was looking at this and wishing that it hadn't been through the dishwasher a bunch, because I'm pretty sure that's Pyrex. Yeah, it is. But I saw this. Let's check it out. This looks like it's actually old. We've been looking for antiques all day. $5.99 is not a bad price for the bowl, and it's on a pedestal. It is old. Super excited about that.
We're headed across the street, but this piece right here, Zeb found, it was $5.99.
Prime example of what I was talking about before we went into the Goodwill. If you don't go, you're not gonna find good stuff, right? That was just sitting down on the bottom shelf, just chilling for $6.
And I totally thought it was like something modern from Hobby Lobby, but Zeb investigated it. It's worth over $350. It's from the 1800s. It's a ironstone punch bowl. Probably gonna live at our house for a little bit. I will list it online, but I will be enjoying it in my house until somebody wants to pony up, because it is a little bit more expensive and probably one of the coolest things we found in a long time. So can you find antiques at Goodwill? I would say that the answer is yes, we did.
Yes.
All right, last thrift store before we go to the Goodwill bins. This is the Deseret Industries in West Jordan, and they usually have not necessarily antiques, but sometimes, and lots of vintage.
Oh yeah, lots of vintage stuff.
Let's go.
Lots of good frames.
Not too busy, so hopefully there's still some good stuff. One of the things I like about this thrift store is they're always bringing out new carts. So even if stuff has been cherry picked, they're bringing out more stuff. Cute little Art Deco juicer, $1.50. That's a fun globe. Let's see if it's actually vintage. It's $4. World Classic Series. Oh, look at that base. That's really cool. See what it says for Russia. Yeah, it says Russia, so yeah, I'm gonna grab this.
Let's try our luck at the yard again. Oh, I found the match for $3. Now I've got two. I don't know if that one sold from Saturday that I found last week. I was coming to look at this. I think this is pewter. It looks like it's slightly bent, but I think I can straighten this out. It's very heavy duty. And for $2, I will take the risk on trying to straighten that. This bunny's creeping me out, but it looks like it could be vintage. I don't see anything on there. I think that it's cool enough we should take a chance on it. It's loud back here today. Oh, it's got a little crack in the ear, but I don't think it goes all the way through. I also don't see a price on it. I think it's like a cookie jar.
That's a pretty cobalt blue vase for $4. Nice and heavy. Not old, but really pretty. Looks like we've got a couple of brass candlesticks hiding back here. $2 each. Those are cute. This is such a cute mug, and it's probably only like $1. Yeah, $1. I love it. This looks like a Brown Betty teapot. No marks, but only $2, so I'm gonna grab it. It is like a terracotta stoneware.
This little brass clock is fun. Made in Japan. Tempest Fugit. Just needs a little cleanup. We'll see a price on it, so we'll ask him up front, but it's got a battery and it's currently functioning. Found that great corduroy patchwork quilt at the last thrift store. Let's see if anything promising here. I don't like the colors on that one. It's big.
I always feel like when you find one thing that's probably from England, you find another, like a collector dropped them off. This one's marked made in England on the bottom. Pretty little gravy boat. I wonder if people collect derby stuff. This is from 1989. It's $1. Officially licensed as stoneware. For $1, I'm gonna get it because I think somebody might collect this derby ware. I love this little box. It's $2. Definitely needs to be painted, but it's got a lid and little feet. It's just cute.
I think I will get this for Harrington. It's $2. It's for holding bait. He's really big into fishing, lives by a bunch of rivers and lakes, and really getting into it since he's lived in Wyoming. And this is a vintage bait canteen. So you just put your bait in there and it's only $2. I didn't find any old frames, but Jami is.
$2.
Those are awesome. So this one's $1, 8x10. I think that would match pretty well with the one I got at the other thrift store.
I actually really love this pillow. The fabric is good. The colors are good for fall. It's only $5. I'll just take it home and wash it. I wish they had another one, but it looks like it's just one in here. Oh, that's a good one. I love this edging. It's really pretty. This for $6 is really good. It's probably not old, but it looks really soft and comfy. These look like they're new in the bag. This one's $3. This one doesn't have a price on it, but they light up. And I definitely need Christmas for the shop, so I'm gonna grab these. Another little brass pot for $1.50. Going in my brass collection for the day.
We need another metal clock that needs a repaint. It's hard to pass for $3.
So I just came back to this cart, and I've already been here, but somehow I missed these. $2 for the pair, it says, for these vintage prints. Do you have any goldfish lovers out here? This is definitely vintage. We'll have to make sure that the battery works, but it's kind of fun. Good for like a kitschy bathroom. So we've been selling a ton of ornaments. So we're getting closer to Christmas. These Christmas by Krebs that used to originally be sold at Walmart back in the Kmart back in the day sell well for us. So I'm gonna grab all of them because these pearl white, this is really pretty, and I'll grab all the pyramid ones too. Look, there's a cart.
Run, Jami, run, grab that cart. They're in the middle of a bin switch out right now, so I'm gonna spend all my time in the books like I do. Right at the first, anyway. Oh, look, someone pulled these all out nice and organized. See what we can find here today. All right, right off the bat, music ephemera, old music book.
We got here just in time. They're switching out the cart, so they're going to replace all those over there. In the meantime, I'm going to go through what I can and see if I find anything good. It's kind of fun. Definitely needs a new paint job. Looks like there's a good quilt right here. Definitely homemade, hand stitched.
Jami just handed this over to me. 2 different roosters. Oh, it's like a little mail organizer. So this is a fun one, the school favorite. Love the inside. Merry Christmas to Bessie from Aunt Maggie. Let's see what year. Looks like we're missing a couple pages in the front. Maybe not. Just jumped right into chapter 1, so I don't know what the date is on this. The Coast Guardsman's Manual. I always like to pick these up when I find them. They hold a lot of nostalgia for people. This is from 1958 is the last copyright on this. This bin here looks promising, like it might have some old books. We took to the woods. Oh, love the map. I love the maps. 1942. Nope. Yes, 1942. I'm trying to be very particular. Last week was a really good book week. We found a ton of old ones, so I want to make sure that if I'm getting them, that they're pretty old and look awesome. Because there's just a ton of books in here that I'm like, ooh, I want to read that. Ooh, I want to read that. I could be all day in here getting cheap books.
This is so cute. It looks like it has like little bird houses on it, and I love this floral pattern on it. And the back is just a plain white. Definitely not as crazy as normal, so that's refreshing. Oh, look at this Afghan. That's sweet. I can seriously never get enough of these little boxes to stencil. I'm debating about this plate. It could be cool painted, but I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna grab this box. Should I get this? It is right done. They're usually $18. Oh, it's got a big stain. I'm gonna leave it. I don't feel like repainting it.
Well, that's a pretty powerful quote right in the front of this book. It's inside this one, The Heart of Hebrew History, a study of the Old Testament. Oh, someone has taken notes. There's a lot of underlined pages in here. They let people out and I'm slacking. Jamie's already looking for quilts and stuff, so I'm coming to help her. I found this red quilt, love the pattern on it, but I'm trying to find a tag to see who made it. Martha Stewart or Pottery Barn. And if you can find a Pottery Barn one, snag it up, because those are worth way more for whatever reason.
So I haven't bought one of these in a while to paint, so I think I'm gonna grab this one. I like the style of it. These always sell really well for us. See, stainless steel. It's an egg beater. And Annie Sloan color recipes. Should I get this competitor's book? It could still be used with probably any paint. I'm gonna grab it. Somebody's gonna want it. Ooh, I haven't found a Vera in a while. Use the bath, but let's make sure the zipper works. It's a nice big one too.
This is a fun one. I'm not sure if this Afghan is wide enough to be queen size. Might be more of like a twin, but it's long. Maybe full size. But love the blue stripes on it. So this one here that Jamie found is awesome. I would say that it is queen size, at least. It's big. You can see it draping over the whole cart there. Might be full, but either way, it's an amazing piece of artwork. I thought this might have been a Bible because it was big, but I think it's a cookbook. Betty Crocker's Cookbook. 1973. This book is filled with deliciousness.
This is a cute laptop bag. Needs a bath, but all the zippers work. I don't buy shoes that often, but I think this is Born, B-O-C. I'm going to look it up. And these are 8.5, which is a really common shoe size. And I think Zeb could polish these up and they would sell well. I'll make sure the zippers work. These are battery operated candles, a set of 3. I checked, they all work. And people buy these all the time because they're much safer than lighting candles. And they look to be in really good condition.
Let's do some digging in here. Let's see what we can find. Hat box. Oh, Christmas bulbs. Are they glass or plastic? They are plastic, so I think I'm going to leave them. We like the vintage glass ones best. This one had a whole collection. I don't know, maybe. They look kind of hammered. The glitter's coming off of them.
This is totally cute. It's from Pottery Barn. It would work on a twin size bed, but I'm going to look and see if I can find the other sham. If not, I'm still going to grab it. These are cute wool stockings. This seems like a lit roller. This one's really cute. I don't know what the brand is. Arcadia Home. Should I get these? I'm going to grab them. Actually, I'll look them up before we go home, and then if they're worth something, I'll grab them. Do I dare get a vintage embroidered clown baby quilt? I know people have mixed feelings about clowns, but these are really cute. I'm going to grab it and we'll see. So here is a Pendleton quilt. It's Pendleton Home Collection. Does it give me the size? I'm not really sure, but it's kind of fun. It's got colors that Zeb would love.
I'm not sure what originally went in this, but it's real copper and brass, and it's got a hammered texture on it, which is nice. So I'm going to pick it up. Originally, they wanted $6 for it at the Goodwill, but here at the bins, it'll probably be like 75 cents. Got a faux olive basket wall hanger. Gonna grab that one. It's a great wall hanging organizer. Just looks like it needs scrubbed up. I don't mind the black. I think that's fine. No need to paint it or anything.
This is a next level muumuu size, large. It snaps. The fabric is good. Vintage muumuus are coming back, so I'm definitely gonna grab this.
You know, I think with a little paint job on this, these two tins, they got pine cones and berries. I think if we painted it with like a neutral and then added some gold or copper, maybe some red on the berries, it could be very Christmas. What is this quilt here? Just laying over here, no one wanting it. Let's open this up and see what we got. Well, it's big, and I think it was all white. This is like a yellowish over here. But this is embroidered on here in the middle, this wreath in the middle. And some of these along the edge are as well. I think I'm gonna get it. Maybe a little sweater shave in the middle here. See if we can get that stain out. Worst case, it becomes a camping quilt. I know we've got a lot of those, but sometimes you can never have too many.
Zeb's enjoying a Snickers bar, so I'm still shopping. This is a crocheted table runner. It's really cool, and it's nice and long. I'm just gonna keep on shopping until he tells me I gotta go. Because when Zeb's done, he's done. He's done. All right, I'm leaving now. All right, so I decided to do a little craft project this afternoon while I'm listing everything because I can let it dry and get my items listed all at the same time. We picked up these two panels for 50 cents probably each at the bins because we pay by the pound, and they gave us like a bunch of stuff for like $1 or $2, like total. And then this item was $2. So we're probably under $3 for all three items. I'm gonna be using Provincial for the base coat, then doing a dry brush of white linen. This is the cottage color, DIY cottage color, Jami Ray Vintage. And it has a built-in top coat, so it'll be easy peasy. Make sure when you are using the cottage color paint that you stir it really, really well because the thick stuff is down on the bottom. If you don't stir it well enough, your paint's gonna be thin and runny. So this is one coat, which looks kind of splotchy, but then look, we're getting like basically full coverage with 2 coats. So don't stress out, just get your paint on there. Make sure it's all the way dry and you'll get the best coverage. This is gonna be good enough because we're gonna do a wet distress next. Here we have 2 coats of Provincial. We're gonna let that dry and get our white dry brush with white linen next. If this has sat for a while, it's gonna look really mucusy. So if it looks like this, you have not stirred enough. You have to stir this until the thickness is the same from the top to the bottom. So just keep stirring. That's the best tip I can give you. When you're dry brushing, make sure to offload your brush so it's mostly dry. And then you're just going to lightly go across the surface and bring out all the detail. I like to go both ways so I get better coverage and it's not quite so streaky one direction. All my dry brushing is done. So because these items were painted in this video, this listing is gonna go up on the website today, so that way I can get them in the shop. I'll have Zeb drop the link below for these items, as well as Provincial and white linen.
So I think we calculated it up. We didn't actually do math. We were just like, how much did we spend at about each thrift store? We're right around $300. And we found some antiques today that I was not expecting to find. 2 of them. Toolbox, I don't even think I showed you very well. Maybe I'll do a good pan of just the toolbox because the gal that was helping me look in the antiques case was like right in my business the whole time.
I feel like mission was completed on finding antiques at Goodwill today. It's funny, you put stuff out there, you look for it, and there it is. So always be junking and shopping. Visit JamiRayVintage.com if you have your own thrift flips that you need to paint and finish, or to see what we have currently available. Everything that you're gonna see here in this video will be available on Saturday's thrift haul. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
We'll see you on the next episode.